Welcome to the Torrent Podcast, everybody. I'm your host, Nick, alongside co-hosts Alan and Matt. Guys, how you doing today?
Doing pretty good. Do you guys believe in like good luck charms, like 4-leaf clovers and stuff?
Dude, I'm Italian. I carry around a pepper on my chest every day. No, I'm just kidding.
Wait, a pepper?
No, it's actually a bullhorn, but everyone thinks it's a pepper. Shout out to all my fellow Italians out there who think that who have to live with the struggle of people thinking you hang a pepper from your necklace or your whatever because
I know what you're talking about.
Keeps the demons away.
The bullhorn, like golden pendant.
Yeah.
It does look like a pepper. Have you guys ever found a 4-leaf clover before?
No.
I have once.
Really?
Yeah, I don't believe in that though, obviously. But I did find one once at day camp while I was working.
Wow.
Real hard, obviously. Yeah.
How long did you have it for?
Like a couple hours.
Oh, like you didn't keep it?
Yeah, no.
Dang. Savage.
Well, I probably did, but then I gave it to a kid or something like that.
I don't necessarily believe in like Lucky Charms, but I do believe in the like ability to psych yourself out of situations because you supposedly found a lucky or unlucky charm. You know what I mean? Like yeah. I could see how somebody could mentally psych themselves out like, oh crap, I didn't do my routine exactly the same way I did it, so now I'm gonna like play bad in the sports game or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a mental thing.
Mm-hmm, for sure. Why do you ask? Was there a reason?
Oh, so follow-up question.
Yeah.
Do you like the marshmallows or the cereal in Lucky Charms more?
That's where this is going?
Them together, I can't just eat a bunch of marshmallows.
I know, that just sounds like a whole level of gluttony that I don't want to go down. Like, just
Like,
the
you just
marshmallows.
Just a spoonful of like whatever you get, Matt?
Sounds disgusting.
Yeah, I like a balance.
Damn, I would always pick out like the cereal and then save the marshmallows for last. God, that was disgusting.
Yeah, it sounds disgusting. It's like so much sugar. I don't know.
Great cereal.
Yeah, they got that cereal out now, right? The all marshmallow cereal.
Is it all marshmallow Lucky Charms?
I think so, yeah.
Really?
All marshmallow Lucky Charms. That's a whole nother rabbit hole we can go down. Is like, why are kids' cereals so fucking sugary? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Isn't there some crazy thing about like Kellogg's too that like wasn't he like super against like circumcision or something weird like that?
I didn't know about this.
Like, there's a whole reason that the whole food pyramid is a lie. It all has to do with like the guy who created Kellogg's, and he was like super weird about something like that. I forget. I'll look it up.
Really? Dang, that sounds like an episode of stuff you should know or whatever. Are we just waiting? Let Alan look that up so he can.
I thought I
have to circle back.
Keep going, but I mean,
I didn't want to move on yet.
Yeah, I do.
I thought you were hot on the heels of it.
I was trying to find it, but
guys, I've been watching this TV show called Letterkenny. I gotta say, it's kind of freaking awesome. My brother started to watch it, and
masturbation. He was really against masturbation. That's what.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry, Nick. We can get back.
How does that
affect
the
how
food
does that
pyramid?
play into? Yeah. Does that have any?
Like, he created the lie of the food pyramid to like sell the cereal and stuff, and then he like became famous to try and like spread the word that masturbation was like really evil and wrong and shit. Yeah, he was a really fucked up dude. Yeah.
Like, this was all just like a ploy. He's like, yes, I'll become a household name, and then I'll tell everyone how bad masturbating is.
Yep.
And then Pornhub became a thing, and he was just like completely blown out of the water. Oh, that was a pun. Blown out of the water, huh?
Oh,
about that?
Nice.
Huh?
Nice. That's really flogging your dolphin there, Matt.
Yeah. Hilarious. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway,
good luck editing this one, Nick.
Yeah. Thanks. Thanks,
Jesus
guys.
Christ.
All right, you guys fucking ready to get in some news here?
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Let's do it. This is the weekly download. All right, our first news story today. We got a whole mess of trailers to go through. Again, these are some news stories that we were catching up on from a couple weeks ago. And the first one was the new Aladdin trailer, Disney's latest money-making movie, probably. We talked a little bit a couple weeks ago about how we thought Will Smith's genie looked, because it was getting a lot of flack in the initial trailer. The internet kind of was set on fire about it, and in this trailer we got a new look, a more extended look as at the genie played by Will Smith, along with some more of the characters, some more scenes from the movie, and I gotta say, I think I enjoyed this trailer a lot more. I think the genie isn't going to be as bad as the internet reacted him to be. So what do you guys think?
Yeah, I agree. I think this looked a lot more promising than the original trailer, and I think it like showed that they're going to keep a lot of the original soundtrack, which is really cool, and they're going to really take the core elements of the movie, but just make them live action and make them look really interesting and cool. So I think it'll stay true to the original Aladdin and probably have a few deviations, but I think it just looked really exciting. I was actually a lot more hyped for this one than I was for the original one. So yeah,
same.
Matt, what do you think?
Yeah, go ahead, Matt.
I agree. I almost was viewing it as like a completely different movie, even though I know it's gonna be like fairly similar and have like similar plots and everything. I just I haven't seen Aladdin in a while, and to me it just seems like brand new. It seems pretty cool. So I'm excited about that.
If I had one gripe, and I know to film on location is more expensive and they can do it cheaper, I did feel, and I'm not talking about the genie, I'm just talking about the backdrops and like everything else behind him. It felt really CGI in the background, like very CGI, like Star Wars prequel era CGI. Not to say that CGI was bad, just you could definitely tell, hey, a lot of this is, CGI. And I know a lot of movies are like that, but for some reason it just stuck out to me in this trailer. So I don't know. That's just me being nitpicky, but I think this is going to be a good movie. I'm still not sold on Jafar either as the villain. Yeah. They're the actor who plays him. It's just not what I was envisioning when I would think of Jafar in my headspace. But like I said,
the
go ahead.
Swirly looking beard thing, like that he had, the little jaggedy looking thing.
I would think his voice would be a little more gruff too, like a little more villainy, instead of being like, "Hey, I'm Jafar. How's it going?"
Yeah, because like the original Jafar was like really like gravelly and menacing sounding and stuff.
I thought his old voice was high pitched, or not high pitched, but like smooth and like what's the word, to me it's like villainy, like very smooth and kind of high pitched, like slimy kind of sounding.
Oh, okay, but this guy doesn't sound slimy. This guy sounds like a hipster who's getting a bagel down the street at the coffee shop.
Exactly. Yeah,
I guess that's true. Well,
so I don't know.
Yeah. It didn't strike me as super unusual as it did for you, Nick.
Oh, okay.
I get that.
Did they show her tiger at all?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was in the background. What's the tiger's name again?
Naja, I think, right?
Naja or something like that.
Raja.
That's right.
I know that because for Halloween this year, me and Cece and all of her friends were people from Aladdin. So.
Oh, were you the tiger?
No, I was Aladdin, dude.
Oh. Wow. Bare chest and everything?
No, I wore a skin-colored shirt.
Oh.
It was a little chilly.
No taco meat?
Yeah, no taco meat. I cut a little hole, don't worry.
Yeah.
I actually did. But yeah, Cece was Jasmine. It was fun.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Was somebody the monkey?
Yeah,
that's funny.
Our friend Kaylee was the monkey, and then we had a carpet. So Cece loves Halloween and like made all the costumes and stuff. The carpet had like homemade tassels and stuff, and like it was like this big like robe. And when the arms were down, it was like a normal, but when you would raise your arm, it was like a big square. It was actually really awesome.
Wow, that's impressive.
Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, go check my Facebook; it's up there. Well, actually, I don't know if it is. I have no idea. I didn't post it. I think somebody else
Go
did.
creep Matt on social media if you know his last name and you find all those pictures. Okay, next here.
It's Matt Johnson.
Yeah, Matt Johnson.
Matt Johnson.
Dude, stop telling everyone my last name, Alan.
Okay, next. Alan, we're so close, dude. Couple more weeks, and Game of Thrones, the final season.
By the time this drops, it'll be like 1 week.
I know, dude. April 14th, is that what it is?
Yeah, I think
April
so.
19th? I don't know.
14th? 17th?
14th?
It's usually on a Sunday, right?
It's a teen, I think. I know it's a teen.
14th. It's on a Sunday.
April
yeah.
14th.
Yeah.
Sunday, April 14th. Okay. Got a couple more. Oh, God. This trailer looks so good. Like, just everything. Just
Dude.
Arya and Winterfell, the Battle of Winterfell with them coming in. Just, oh, God. I don't know if my body can handle this. Like,
I know.
I haven't felt this way about a TV show ending in quite a while, and now that it's finally ending, it's gonna be rough.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
the
rough.
dragons just look amazing though, and
Yeah.
the character interactions, the loves that's happening. Daenerys just looking at Jon Snow like he's a goddamn snack. Like,
Right?
they're definitely gonna have sex in this next one. Like, there's gotta be a sex scene, and like I know deep down in my soul that Tyrion's gonna be like flying in on a dragon and shit. Like, I feel like so much shit's gonna happen that I just can't wait for it.
Dang. Matt, you have not watched 1 second of Game of Thrones.
I actually saw the whole first season.
Oh, okay. All right. You got like 3 weeks to catch up and watch 7 seasons of the show.
Dude, that's not happening. I wish I could get on board with that, but I just don't want to.
You know what's going to happen? The show's going to be over with. Matt's finally going to sit down to watch it. And he's going to be like, guys, this is the greatest show ever. I love this show.
Yeah. Hey, you guys ever heard of Game of Thrones?
Yeah. Yo, this Jon Snow guy seems like a great guy.
They should make a book out of this or something.
Oh man.
Matt, I thoroughly think you would be absolutely in love with the show. It is like adult Lord of the Rings.
I know,
And
but
it's just
to
so
me,
good.
Lord of the Rings was adult enough. This seems like depressing real life Lord of the Rings. Like, hey, imagine if the bad guys win all the time and then everyone you like dies and nothing good happens, and then it makes you hate your life and feel miserable.
Okay.
Yeah, but there's tits. Like,
Yeah, I can
not all
find tits,
bad.
Alan. I don't need to watch an hour-long episode where people die and I'm miserable to see some boobs. Okay,
Look,
I find that
I'm
a
gonna
lot faster.
I'm
a
gonna
little sympathy boobs, you know?
So, the Game of Thrones was written by George R.R. Martin for the purpose of breaking any fantasy and like knight and princess tropes out there. So that's why it's kind of all grim and depressing, which is great.
Matt.
And I have to say, season 7, this last season, and I know that like the complaint is, oh, I gotta wait all the way to season 7. The journey you take the journey you go on with some of these characters through the show is so good, and your perception of all the characters change from the beginning of the show to the end of the show. And by the time you get to season 7 and like all the major players are coming together, it's like when the war for Middle Earth was about to go down. Like everyone's teaming up, everyone's like sides are being drawn, lines are being drawn in the sand. We're finally here in season 7. It is awesome. And in season 8, this new season that's going to come out in a couple weeks, it's going to be incredible. And I think, Matt, you would absolutely love it. It's just, you need to settle in with it a little bit, and I completely get it. But once you do, I guarantee you're going to love the show.
Okay.
Nick, are you going to any parties?
Yeah, I think so. I think one of my buddies is having a premiere party.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
See, that sounds fun. I should
Yeah.
go and be like, hey, so who's that character?
I know, that'd be hilarious. How about you, Alan? Are you going to any like parties for it? Premiere party? Finale
Going
party?
to a finale party. Yeah.
Ooh,
So
okay.
That'll be
Finale
cool.
party is
Watch them.
interesting. I don't know. Like I like premiere party sounds good to me. Finale, like it would be
I feel
really
like I'm not gonna want like a bunch of people around. Like I'm just gonna.
that's what I was gonna say. Yeah,
leave me
yeah,
alone and let me process.
yeah, you need a process. You need like get in movie mode, like have it be dead quiet, TV
Yeah.
loud. You know what I mean? All the lights off.
Oh, it'll be quiet.
Yeah,
Yeah. All the lights
yeah.
will be off.
Yeah, but it will be fun watching the premiere episode with other people. I think it would just like everyone commenting on it and everything. I think it'd be super fun. So yeah. I'm looking forward to Game of Thrones.
Definitely.
If you had to pick a house, what house would you be?
Ooh, I haven't thought about this. Slytherin, probably. Is that one?
Game of Thrones? Slytherin? Is there any houses with snakes on them in Game of Thrones land? I don't know.
I don't know. I'd probably be The one with the Kraken. I forget their.
The Greyjoys.
Yeah, I'd probably be a Greyjoy.
Ironborn. Wow.
Yeah, I think the Greyjoys are pretty badass.
Those are like the pirates of the Game of Thrones world. The
pretty
Reavers.
Much, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
What about you?
Man. That's a tough one for me. If I had to go off of like just heritage, like me and you, Alan, we're both Italian. I would have to say we'd be like from the Doran area because it's like Spanish, Italian kind of thing. But like
very European. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like very European. But like if I had to go by personality wise, I would probably say more like Stark or like Mormont.
Yeah,
Mormont
I can see
would be
that.
pretty cool. Yeah.
You're like a northerner in Game of Thrones for sure.
Yeah. So I don't know. Anyway, also another show I have to tell you about. I mentioned Letterkenny earlier, which I think you should all watch. It's a great Canadian comedy. But I found another show on Netflix, or I found a show on Netflix, which I think you guys might be interested in. It's called Love, Death, and Robots. It's an anthology series. It's all animated, so every episode is a different animation style, different story. There's some really, really good episodes in here, guys, and the animation, I think, not every episode, but there's some episodes where the animation is so good that I thought it was like live action for like a couple frames. I think it was called the Witness, that episode. Like there's some shots in that I'm like, whoa, is this a live action thing real quick? Like I don't know, are they bouncing back and forth? But check out Love, Death, and Robots. It's all kind of like has to do with, it's very sci-fi. And it's Love, Death, and Robots, essentially. It's kind of what the name is. But every episode's a different story. The first episode I thought was super badass, the concept there. I definitely think you guys should check it out.
Have you seen all the episodes?
No, I think I'm about halfway through.
Okay. Have you seen any robots having sex yet?
I will.
Alan's just gonna cut
I
to
will
that
neither
episode.
confirm or deny the presence of robot sex.
That means there's robot sex. Just, is it an odd or an even number episode?
What number is it divisible by?
God, I hope Megan doesn't hear this.
Does she know about your robot fetish yet, Alan? We've talked a lot on the show about your fetish.
She's legit been like concerningly said to me that she's afraid I'm going to leave her one day for a robot. Like it is a legitimate fear of her. And like, I think it's warranted too. Like, I think it's a legitimate thing that could happen, you know?
Man, we could. I wish we could have like a couple hours to just interview about this because I want to unpack that. I want to know where that comes from so much.
Dude, me too. I want to go to like a psychiatrist and just like really get into some like understanding.
So many questions. Anyway,
so many.
Yeah, so go check out Love, Death, and Robots on Netflix. It's kind of a little Black Mirror-ish, but just like animated. It's pretty cool.
I like that.
I like that.
Oh, I like this.
Oh, I need this.
All right, another trailer here. We're talking about Good Boys. I think it's a Judd Apatow, Seth Rogen kind of film. Pretty much it's the Hangover or like Super Bad, but with little kids getting into some shit. What'd you guys think of the Good Boys trailer?
I really liked it, surprisingly. I didn't think I was going to, but it seemed like really funny, and some of the comments on YouTube were like, "This seems like live action South Park," and I kind of agree. It seems pretty funny. It does seem very similar to Superbad, which is good, and I was like laughing pretty hard on the trailer. So I like the kid main star situation, like Stranger Things sort of. So I'm pretty excited. It looked good.
I agree. I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was very like. Some of the things you could discover as being a little kid, and they kind of went no holds bars with like cursing with the kids and everything, and like because some kids really have filthy mouths at that age, and it's hysterical. Yeah. So I thought it was a great trailer. I'm super excited to see this movie.
I love like the pop culture references they throw in and stuff too, where like they have the drones and stuff, like a big scene with that. And I swear that like one point the kids are doing like the night dances and stuff. Like in the bathrooms.
Yes, they are. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that they'll kind of intermix in some like funny pop culture references too.
Yeah, that's great. So when's that movie come out? I forget. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't remember seeing the date on it. Is it later in the year? Is it like winterish time? I thought it said like November or something
August.
like that. Oh,
August
okay.
2019. All right, so it comes out this summer. So it'll be a nice little summer flick.
Yeah.
And then finally, the bigger story we had that came out a little while ago was James Gunn first fired. We talked about it on the show from Guardians of the Galaxy 3, now rehired by Disney. Guess they reconciled their differences, kind of figured it out. They probably did some thorough investigation into kind of the old tweets, kind of did a little more background check, and he's rehired for Guardians of the Galaxy 3. So his script was always going to be used on the movie no matter what, but sounds like he's back in the director's seat. So what do you guys think of James Gunn being back?
Well, first of all, do you know why this is happening? This seems like an interesting, it's just like a weird situation, right?
So if you remember, we talked a while ago about why he got fired, and he had some very tasteless tweets like 10 years ago or something, like pedophile jokes, essentially. Kind of in poor taste. Probably at the time, in context, it made sense, but somebody with all the stuff that was the Me Too stuff that was going on and people were getting fired left and right, somebody dug into James Gunn's tweets and they found some old stuff that were, not really favorable, and Disney decided to let him go. I think Disney, like I said off the top, kind of maybe take a step back and say, hey, wait, like a lot of people are like vouching for this guy. A lot of the actors, I think all the Guardians actors said they didn't want to do the movie unless James Gunn was going to be the director. And, Disney, like I said, probably did the due diligence, probably went in, they probably talked to James Gunn. They hired some people to go research. No foul play, just a tasteless joke from 10 years ago. Let bygones be bygones, and he's back in now. So, that's pretty much it.
Okay, if that's the case, then I'm glad that kind of panned out the way it did. I do not really like that kind of humor being just like carelessly thrown about.
Yeah,
especially on social media where it's just so easily traced back to you.
Right.
But I do think that like these movies have been great with him, and I think it's good that this was resolved, basically. So
yeah, and were you gonna say something, Alan? Or
I think it'll really help make for a good culture with all the actors and stuff too, because I believe they really loved working with James Gunn, and his vision for the movies was just very spot on. So I think it'll just make for a good culture all around that, everyone will be happy on set having him back. So.
Yeah, and Matt, I agree. I mean, normally people shouldn't, especially nowadays, don't put that stuff out on social media if you're going to make those kind of jokes, obviously. But you got to remember, 10 years ago, the internet was a way different place, and James Gunn 10 years ago wasn't James Gunn now. So he probably did put that out there, not even, it was completely different scenario. I'm not like making excuses, but like the internet was a different place 10 years ago than it is now. But it is a good lesson learned. If you're going to put stuff on social media, make sure you be comfortable with people reading that back to you 10 years later, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. It's tough thing to think about.
It's a tough situation all around, yeah. And I think it's something that, people are learning. I mean, we're entering kind of a new phase with the internet. I think we're still all trying to figure it out, and we're trying to learn. And I know there's a lot of like athletes who say some pretty nasty stuff, but you got to remember they're 18 years old. Like I probably said some things to friends that I wouldn't be proud of when I was 18, and now we're almost hitting 30, and we're different people. People change, people learn, people grow. So I think we have to learn to make sure we allow for people to say, what, I've changed, and we got to allow for growth, and we can't, assume people are who they were 10 years ago all the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm happy James Gunn's back. I think I don't think Guardians 3 is coming out for a while. I mean, James Gunn is directing Suicide Squad 2 also for DC on the other side of the fence, which would be it's going to be a cool little bridge the gap between DC and Marvel fans, I think. But I'm excited that he's coming back for Guardians 3, one of my favorite franchises in the Marvel universe there, and excited to see where he takes it next. So,
yeah.
Cool. All right. Let's get into some music picks here, and we'll get out of here.
Cool.
Sweet.
I'll kick us off. I been on a Decemberist kick recently, and they've always been a really big favorite of mine. So I'm doing the song "The Engine Driver" by the Decemberists. Just hands down one of my favorite songs by them, and a really cool kind of like a tricky sort of like allegory for how difficult it is to get out of a relationship and kind of get over somebody, and how you can do things over and over and try and put yourself into different lives and different worlds to try and get over somebody, but after it eventually it takes time to get over something like that. So cool little song.
Cool.
Yeah, great song. I've been on a slightly bigger Decemberist kick lately.
One up.
I've liked them for like a little bit longer than Alan, so
I mean, that's not wrong.
that's actually, I'm not sure. You might.
No, I discovered them 3 years soon, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, okay, so if that's the case, I think you know more Decemberist songs now than I do, so
Yeah.
I'm actually going to check them out because I think I would really, really like them. I have that one album, The Crane Wife, I think it's called.
Mhm.
And I liked that one. That's a good album. So anyway, long story short, my song of the week is "The Wrong Year" by the Decemberists, and that song is just like classic, just like alternative rock song, like really chill beat, like good summer type song, real easy to listen to. I love that song, and I just think it's one of those songs that like anyone, like no one would be like, oh, I hate that song. They'd just be like, oh, it sounds really great, or they'd be like, oh, it sounds fine. I'm just not really into it. So no one would dislike that. I really like that about that song. So "The Wrong Year."
Nice. That's a good pick.
Nick, what's your Decemberist pick then?
Well, I've been a Decemberist fan since I came out of my mom's womb, so like I got you both beat. So like I'm gonna pick.
Your mom used to take the headphones and put them on the belly and be like, oh,
Yeah.
prenatal love.
No.
Oh, that's a good song name for a song.
Prenatal love.
Prenatal
Wow.
love.
Good band name.
Yeah.
Good band name
That's a
too.
little creepy, actually. I don't know.
No, I like it. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's like a experimental band thing. I don't know.
Yeah. Thanks, Nick. I'm gonna do it.
Sure.
Whatever,
It seems
Al.
like an electronic artist or something like that. You know what I mean?
I was thinking even a song, like
yeah.
a figurine song about two robot babies in love. Come on now.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay, yeah. It's a little weird, but okay, yeah.
It's high concept, I guess.
I guess baby like unborn infants in love is a little bit of a weird.
Yeah, it's a little weird, no matter how you spin it. So, Nick, what do you got for us?
Please take us away from me.
Yeah, my pick today was a throwback jam to Alan, our old band that we used to have, and this was like one of our mainstay covers that we did, and this is "Get Free" by the Vines.
Yeah, dude.
Just
Wow.
in Pete's basement, just cranking it full blast and pissing his mom off, and
Yeah, dude. I
Yeah.
belted this song.
yeah, you
I
did,
remember this, yeah.
yeah.
I feel like this is a song that sounds great by the Vines and horrible when anyone else tries to. This is like a song
No.
that could
I
very
thought-
easily get
Listen,
messed up when you try to cover
listen.
it.
I thought we sounded pretty decent.
Yeah, dude. There were a lot of songs that we didn't sound good doing. This was not one of them. We
Right.
crushed
Wow.
this song. Yeah.
Okay.
And I
Shout
thought, like,
Shout out to Jake, shout out to Pete, shout out to Dave, our
Yeah.
band members, wherever you guys are. Dave's probably
Oh my
smoking
God.
weed somewhere, but that's cool. I love Dave.
Oh my god, dude.
he definitely is.
Yeah, good. That was fun. That was fun.
Wait, I was gonna.
I should tag him in though. I think I follow him on the Torrent Podcast Instagram.
Yeah, you totally should.
Wait, Alan. Do you remember when our band that we played "Jumper" by Third Eye Blind?
Yeah, I was actually just talking about this with Megan the other day. Because
Yeah.
Jake was in that, right? And then, was that the one that Beth was also in, or no?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Because if Jake was there, I don't think Jake and Beth ever. I don't think
Oh,
those
right.
eras lined up.
That was a different one, yeah. Wait, so who was in that one? There was you, me, Jake, and was that it? I feel like we must have had a
There
fourth.
must have been a bassist, right?
Yeah. Oh, was it Sean?
Wait, it was someone where they were playing the bass, and it was Wait, no, that was something different.
That was Beth. Yeah, that was different.
I remember we played that Blood Brothers song. So we played this like Blood Brothers song, and bass is way too loud. But you can't really hear bass that often. And she wanted to like whatever. So we're playing the song like that sounds. Oh, okay, that's cool. Then we tried a couple times. We're not feeling it. We're like, hey Beth, can we just like try playing it without bass this time? And then we played it, and we all just got goosebumps. We're like, that sounds incredible.
Oh no, it's so.
Go sit down over there, please.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you just pulled a Metallica on whoever the bassist was.
Yeah, high school bands were so much fun. I love the one you were in, Nick, where you played Hurricane.
Oh yeah, Battle of the Bands.
Yeah.
Yeah, miss those guys too.
What was like Ben and Andrew's old band too that kind of got big?
Cordelia.
Cordelia, yeah.
Oh, God.
I still have their CD.
Yeah.
Do you really? Wow.
We gotta get Ben on the cast. I want to talk to him so bad.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should start tweeting at him at the Torrent Podcast account. Just start harassing him.
Yeah, he's gonna get a roast training
fuck?
against the Torrent Podcast LLC.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Anyway.
Good times in high school.
Yep. Yeah, we'll have to try to have Ben on at some point and reminisce a little bit, talk about all the high school shenanigans we used to get into. Nice After Dark episode.
Yeah.
All right, guys. As I mentioned last episode, don't forget we got some spoiler reviews on the podcast feed. We're going to be having a ton more as the months go on here, with Avengers coming out, with Game of Thrones coming out, with some cool martial arts movies coming out, with a bunch of horror movies, and of course more and more superhero movies. So we got a lot of stuff to cover in the upcoming months. And on top of that, we'll try to stay on top of the news as best we can. So make sure you have your subscribed, you're liked, you're favoriting, whatever you got to do to make sure you stay up to date with all of our episodes coming out. And don't forget to tell your friends about us. If you have a friend who likes movies, likes TV, likes video games, likes music, and he likes pretty much any of those things, tell them about us. Have them start listening. So. And you can follow us. Don't forget we have our Instagram page as well as our Twitter page. I'm pretty active on our Twitter page, but we also have our Instagram page too, which I do check frequently, and all that. So follow us on social media to stay up to date. All right. Any final thoughts, guys?
Dudes, we hit our 50th episode last time we did one. We hit our golden anniversary, right? Isn't that?
I don't know, dude. I'll wait till we get to episode 100.
I think 50 is a golden anniversary. So.
Yeah.
Cool. Man. Yeah, it has to be because no one ever gets to 100. So 50's got to be golden.
Probably a lot of podcasts get to 100. That's fine.
No, I mean like in terms of relationships.
Oh.
Yeah, in terms of being married to each other.
Oh, like 50th anniversary? Yeah. Yeah, what is the gift for that? Is that golden?
I think so.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not like wood or anything stupid like that, right?
No, that's 5, I think.
Oh, 5.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Ew, is it?
I think so, yeah. I think 5 is a wooden
What's the craziest material you can give someone on your anniversary for your... You know what I mean?
I think like plutonium or like...
Plutonium.
Like something radioactive.
Highly radioactive plutonium. Hey, I stole this from a Serbian death camp for you.
Yeah. You could make a nuke if you wanted.
Yeah. I'd murder the entire world for you. That's how much I love you. All right, guys. Well, that's about it. This has been episode. Go ahead. What were you gonna say, Matt?
No, I was gonna say it's a weird
outro.
I'm cutting our losses. I'm pulling the chute before we get ourselves in too much hot water.
God.
All right. We'll see. This has been episode of the Torrent. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Well, that's it for this episode of The Torrent. Thank you all for listening. Download, rate, and subscribe to the podcast on your favorite podcast service. If you want to get in contact with us, feel free to send us an email, thetorrentpodcast@gmail.com. You can also get in touch with us on Facebook and Twitter @TheTorrentPod. We'll see you guys next time.